Class 1A's got a lot of potential heroes, but you know what, I'm just gonna say it. Some of them shouldn't be pro heroes at all. Okay? Not all heroes are created equal. Some are big, some are small, and some have stupid powers. Like dumb powers. Today we'll be taking a look at the students of UA and who is actually meant to be among the greats. Let's start off with the one I hate the most, the mofo tail guy. Okay, he's got a tail. It's thick, it's furry. It's almost like a big you-know-what, but that's it. That's all it is because it's a tail. Works like it would if it were a third arm. I guess that's cool. You know what's cooler? Every other power on this list. How did this guy get into this school? Nobody in the comments section better come tell me how good of a martial artist he is. Some of the villains we've seen can transform into giant monsters. To hell with your martial arts nonsense. Taking a look at his stats, he does sport decent power, technique, and is fully maxed out on cooperation. But still, he's a tail man. A man who's got a tail. I will give him the fact that he's probably very useful when dealing with low-level villains, and is probably very useful at rescue as well if, you know, that tail needs to pull someone off the edge of something or whatever. But you know what also can do that? Rope would do the exact same thing and you wouldn't have to pay it. I imagine Hero's salary is quite generous, and for those reasons, he's out. Toru Hagakuri, aka the Invisible Girl, aka Animation Budget Saver, aka Schrodinger's Girl. Is she pretty? Is she ugly? Taking into consideration the body alone, the answer would be yes. But butterfaces do exist. Anyways, moving off the objectification of the female form, being invisible does come with all sorts of tactical advantages. From spying to sneaking to surprise attacks, making this girl a real threat even if you don't know it, which is kind of the whole point. Along with that, she has decent melee combat abilities, already making her better than the tail guy. To finish things off, she can blind people with her newest ability. Not all the most powerful stats, but when you can't be seen, I think that more than makes up for it. Keeping this one for sure, but mostly because I want to see what she really looks like one day. And I feel like that episode will come. Let's go on to the next guy I hate the most. I'll give you a hint. Useful when I need to put up a poster. Good for sealing my Amazon returns. If you guessed Bakugou, you're dumb. It's Tape Guy. That's right. Mofo Tape Guy. Tape Guy. Tape Guy. Look who's coming. Yes, he's coming. Batman. No, it's Tape Guy. What can I say, man? The guy uses tape. Taking a look at his stats, despite his enhanced strength, he's still pretty weak. He is, however, really fast and cooperative, which will be useful for when he needs to run to a real hero and get some help. Keeping in mind he could use his tape to close wounds and fix a bridge or something, Tape Guy, he's still out. Now Red Riot, able to harden himself like a Gen 1 Pokemon. I got a lot of fond memories. He's got cool spiky red hair, literal rock hard abs, unwavering confidence. Now this is a hero in the making. The downside is he's dumb as rocks. You see what I did there? And relies heavily on the power, which is not the only thing a hero needs to be great. But having basically no powers at all, like Tail Guy, is useless altogether. Red Riot, strong but not fast, cooperative but lacks intelligence, but that's something I think experience will teach him in time, at least when it comes to combat intelligence. We're keeping him. Next, we got the soft-hearted, gentle giant who can speak to animals. This power is wielded by Anima. Now, if this sounds like a boring power or some kind of girly power because that one princess had it, what's her name? Sleeping Cinderella, you are mistaken. It's all fun and games till you find yourself in the African safari being chased by lions, gazelles, or rhinoceros. That's right, big brain. Look it up. No one's laughing when their eyes are being plucked out by vultures acting on the command of another. You ever been jumped by squirrels? Enough said. Which brings me to the downside of this power/hero is that his power is very situational. Being in the downtown core isn't really the best place for him. Being mobbed by a bunch of pigeons is a pain in the ass, but not an overall big deal. Now, using raccoons would be more effective, but ultimately not that good either. He is better as a support for intel or finding fresh water in the woods, But if you find yourself in the middle of the ocean, then just let him do his thing. We're keeping him. The alien-looking girl, also known as Pinky, because she's pink. And you know, that's must have taken her a real long time to come up with that awesome name. Hope her parents are proud. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyways, I actually like this girl. She's got acid powers that can dissolve pretty much anything that acid can, I imagine. She can shoot it out of her palms for easy attacks and even surround herself in it for both defense and offense. Stats-wise, she's low on the power scale, much lower than I think she deserves to be, as her power can be very useful for saving people trapped inside things because she can just melt them. On top of that, it packs a powerful acid punch. She's got a great score on the technique side, able to use her power to the maximum of its potential, but very low intelligence, so the villains could probably get away from her with a shiny toy. All in all, what I'm trying to say is don't get a handjob from this girl. Just some words of advice. But if you get her mad enough, it won't really matter anyways. Luckily, she's got a great personality, so you really need to mess up big for that to happen. She stays. Lastly, Bakugou. He's got a mean mug, a meaner temper, wears baggy clothes that make him look like a 90s kid. The hair doesn't help either. He talks a big game, walks an even bigger one, but ultimately, he's just a crybaby looking for a hug. He wants to be the best by standing on everyone else, something he'll learn will only lead him to be hated and alone. Bakugou is equipped with some fancy attachments like his grenades and his knee pads that are apparently made for killing, but have yet to do so. Yet. His power and skill are unquestionable, and despite the many failed attempts to pull him to the dark side, I still get Sasuke vibes from him and wouldn't trust him to save a cat in a tree, let alone humans. But sure, let's keep him. Still better than Tail Guy. That's it for now. I know there are a lot of other heroes to take a look at, but for now, to keep this video nice and short and sweet, I just want to go over these ones. Come back for part 2. Thanks for watching. And card.